What's up, YouTube? You already know. We out here, man. My youngest is having track tryouts. I'm just posted up. And of course, going through the content from last night, going through the comments and everything else, specifically the video with Ileana, right? And I'm just trying to figure out, am I tripping? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out, what up, Lisa? What up? Look at you. Look at you. Let me stop. I'm good. I'm good, man. Listen, I'm good. I'm here to discuss and open up the platform to anybody that is a critic or a detractor, specifically with regards to the video from last night. Right. So the video from last night with Ileana and Tone. Well, you're gonna see Tone's response later today. But yeah. Just tapping in with y'all, man. Like I say, my kid has soccer, not soccer, track. So she's doing her track trials right now. So, you know, figure I'd come talk to the people, open up the floor to anybody that may have, I'm saying, a differing opinion, right? But y'all tell me, am I tripping? Am I tripping? In an interview about cheating, essentially, right? That's the subject matter. That's the subject matter. The interview is about cheating. Is it not appropriate to ask questions regarding their intimacy and their sex life? Does that not make sense to y'all? Is that not something that where you can readily observe how it directly correlates one to the other? Okay. So y'all let me know. So Abdul says, and Abdul is a longtime supporter, longtime viewer. Says, you tripping, you can't make money off their downfall. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna drop the link. I'm going to drop the link. Okay, so let me see if I can do that real quick. All right. So there's the link. Okay. Um, there's the link. And so I don't want to just, read off the comments and respond to them. I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to come on up, say what you got to say. Right. Right. See, Lisa, I agree with that. Right. That's what I'm thinking, Queen Spirit. It's like I get it if y'all want to get on me about, if I just bring it up out of nowhere or whatever. Whatever. Okay, cool. You got your criticisms, everybody's gonna have them, right? But I was reading through the comments last night and I was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is going on? Like, are we getting are we that sensitive now, or we're that immature that we can't have conversations around sex? I mean, especially given the subject matter, him cheating. To me, it correlates directly. Okay, Queen Slime, we're discussing the latest Ileana interview. Okay, the latest Ileana interview. So basically, I got the Ileana, I got her side, and I could play you the phone call that happened before the interview. You know what I'm saying? So it all, like, she didn't add anything or take anything out. The long and short of it is that I've got the interview with her, and and by the way, I'm a little bit under the weather, guys. So if my voice sounds a little crazy, whatever, I got like a little head cold, little stuff going on or whatever. So just, trying to get through it. But yeah, the long and short of it is that I've got an interview with Ileana. Then I did a separate interview with Tone where he responds to Ileana's accusations and everything else. Y'all are gonna see that later today. And I've also got the follow-up with both of them together. So I've got what I consider to be good content coming to you guys. But it's like it's like again, I get it when I'm pressing the envelope. I get it. Like, okay, I get it. And to the man's point, he says at this point, the people know what they're signing up to with these interviews. The majority of them are watching previous interviews before you even interview them. It's your style of interviewing. So there you go. Right. And I agree with that. It's like, for one, at this point, now, if you're new, welcome to Atlanta Street Interviews. I'm Marcus. Okay. I'm the interviewer. And the long and short of it is that, sometimes I press the envelope with things, right? I do still recognize that this is YouTube and still has to have an element of entertainment. And, the silent majority, which votes with their eyeballs and votes with their views, the silent majority, be it however they they enjoy whatever it is about the content that they enjoy. Okay. And pretty much most people that have been around for at least 10 videos, you know that sex is something that may come up in the conversation. Okay. Look at Lissa. Look at Lissa. Lissa got my whole pitch down pat. Who told you my pitch, Lissa? Did I did I tell you my pitch? Who told you my pitch? You can go out here and do some interviews now. She said she was a sex addict, so it means she's dead down there. I don't agree with that. This is style, but it does not make it right. Tasha Mack, I want to hear from you. Listen, I dropped the link. Let me drop it again. Make an exception when needed, Marcus. I love what you're doing. I do it often and know the people you help. I just don't post my conversations. Cool. That's what's up, Kay. That's what's up. Some adults have such an immature stance when it comes to discussing sex. Right. I'm like, what? It ain't a may come up. You said sex other people come here to hear those stories mostly on your channel. There you go. My G, we from the same land. Salute forever. What up, Roger Brown? Yeah, again, I'm sick, guys. So if you hear me coughing, clearing my throat, sounding a little scratchy or whatever, just bear with me. But yeah, I'm gonna let me post again the link because I want to hear from the detractors, man. I know y'all are out there. I know some of y'all may be on the stream. You don't have to cam up per se, right? You could just be audio. But I want to have a discussion about this. Okay. Abdul says you should have asked her about sex around Tone. Since he's her man, I'm sure he wouldn't have let it happen. Well, I mean, why? Because she's a whole adult, right? I mean, she's a young adult, but she's an adult. She's got a kid. We can discuss. It wouldn't help to discuss it in front of Tone first if I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's going on, right? Keep in mind, guys, I am trying to help, right? I mean, there's an element of entertainment to it. Of course, I know you guys are going to watch it, but I do want to see them succeed. I know how hard it is to manage a successful relationship, and so I mean, I would love to see them do well. Um, so I mean, in order to be able to help somebody, you got to kind of get to the root of the problem, right? And Tone has a tendency to want to, maybe rightly or wrongly, right, keep things under wraps, right? Keep things covered up a little bit. Ileana is a little more just open about everything. She'll just once she starts talking to her stream of consciousness, she's going. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, but let's see what y'all talking about here. What's going on, Manifest? Happy Saturday, Mr. Interviewer. On my chat, well, not with these questions. Indebted to love. What do you mean, not with these questions? When people say they're uncomfortable to speak on, you still try to pressure them to talk about it. Well, again, love and care. If we're talking about Tone cheating, if that's the subject, why is it not completely appropriate for me to ask about their sex life? Why does that? Tell me why that does not make sense to you. I want to hear this logic, right? I don't just want to just read a comment. I want to hear the logic. What is the thought process that makes you say that's inappropriate in this type of discussion? I'll get on screen, not an issue. Okay, Tasha, hit the link. Let me see. Um, let's say she play crazy and she plays slow. That girl is not slow or crazy for real. Yeah, I'll say this. She may have whatever mental issues she has, but she's not dumb. She's not dumb. She's not slow. She may just have episodes or experience like really strong feelings when she feels a way about something, right? So, you know, can't ask slow people that. That's what men do. We don't tell our business. You're not trying to help. You're making money and airing out people's sex stories. I mean, you can say what you want to say. But let me see. Let me see. I see guests. Okay, we got Kay here. So let me get Kay up here. All right. How you doing, Kay?
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I got a little bit of time. I got about 55 more minutes until my daughter's track tryouts are finished. So got a little bit of time to come on here and open the floor up to detractors and folks that have a different perspective than I do. And so I want to hear, because I'm not an asshole, or I'm not somebody that thinks they're right all the time. I want to hear what your perspective is when it comes to in particular the interview we're talking about with Ileana and Tone cheating.
Well, I was thinking, which it's interesting that you did this morning because that's the only time I've seen her be that uncomfortable, and I could relate to it because I didn't know what an orgasm was until I got pregnant. To be honest, I had no idea what that was. Okay, and I
Uh huh.
guess I was dating a
How
young
old were
man real
you?
young. I was 20 when I was
20.
pregnant,
So
and
right
it
around the
actually
age that
happened the
she's
second
in.
time. It didn't happen the first
Mm,
pregnancy; it happened the second pregnancy. So I was 22,
okay.
and I was
Okay.
married.
All
So
right.
I relate to them. So I think when she put her head down and she didn't understand what it was, yeah, we know what we're signing up for because I watch you do ask the real questions and you point out something that people don't want to accept. Your sexual experiences when you're younger really define who you are when you get older. So I love that you asked that question. How did you get here? What happened to you when you were younger? Most people who are a certain way have a certain sexual experience, and once they experience that, that's what feels good, the rest of your life, right? So she
Right.
was uncomfortable. So I agree with you. But at a moment when she put her head down, that's when we know she doesn't want to talk about that. So that's my opinion.
Well, and I get it, right? I get it. I get that it may have been slightly uncomfortable for her at that moment, but aren't isn't taking a band-aid off gonna hurt a little bit at first? Isn't getting to the bottom of something, don't you have to go through maybe a little bit of discomfort? There's no growth in comfort, right? That's what they say.
Well, she's definitely immature. You're holding a baby that you had sex to have, and you don't want to talk about sex. You know,
Right.
you see what I'm saying? So
Well,
we kind of got the cue that she doesn't understand what we're talking about.
right. And so I guess I'm trying to, like, because I understand what you're saying, right? Well, she may have been a little uncomfortable and everything else. But if we're talking about Tone cheating, and we're talking about why he may be cheating, right? And we
Okay.
know that sex may play a big role in that, either lack of sex or the sex isn't good enough, whatever it is. It could be a number of things. And as an interviewer, as someone that's trying to get to the bottom of it, I'm just trying to understand what may be going on so that I can offer possible solutions.
What about
And
the fact
if
of him helping too much or he being stressed out? Because some men don't want to have sex with you because I'm sick of taking care of you, or I'm not turned on by you because I'm tired, or this situation is too much. So there's a lot of things you can ask other than, "Hey, are the orgasms good?" You know what I
well,
mean?
well, well, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. So what I'm asking is from her perspective, does
Hmm.
she orgasm? Because I know that the majority of women don't orgasm.
No, we don't.
And that if you don't orgasm, that is a direct, like, in other words, orgasming is an incentive to have sex.
This is true.
Like, if you orgasm, you'll be more likely to want to have sex versus if you don't. Okay, if you
But
don't, it's like, take it or leave it. It still feels good, but the big O isn't there. And
but
so
she's
that's
not
the
the one
point.
cheating, Marcus. She's not the one cheating. He's cheating. And you guys are going to get yours no matter what. So she's not cheating. So whether she's satisfied or not is not the point. You get it? What is he not getting? Because he's the one that's cheating.
Well, it may play several roles, right? And so this is where we get nuanced with it.
It's definitely a new.
So so yes, like I agree with you. He's the one that's cheating, but her orgasms or lack of orgasm may cause
Let me
him
get out the middle of my house because my children are gonna now all ask me. I got 5 kids, and everybody want to know
like what
what
are
a damn
y'all talking
orgasm
about?
is. Everybody gonna want to
so
know what this
so
is.
so yeah, so her lack of orgasming may affect his desire to want to have sex with her. See, ladies don't
I wish that
consider.
was the case because if that was the damn case, all women would have an orgasm then. If you guys cared if we got one or not.
Well,
But
but
anywho,
yeah, but I mean, but yeah, well, listen though, listen. If she's not orgasming, right? Let's say that,
yeah.
'cause you see, she don't even know what orgasm is, right? So he
I know,
may
and I better
feel,
say this. I know now because I'm married to a man that cares. Oh my God, because I'm having this open conversation. I know what one is now. And I have enough time. I don't have 15 minutes sex anymore. So I know exactly what an orgasm is. I better say that.
well, right. And so the point that I'm making is that he may be cheating just because he wants to validate his sex game, you know what I'm saying? And if let's say that he's got a side chick that's orgasming, as soon as he sticks it in, you know what I'm saying, makes him feel like the man type deal versus his wife that never orgasms and, doesn't give him that, that kind of satisfaction of knowing that he really did his thing. That could be a reason as well.
But did you
So,
think that when you asked that question, though? Did you think about
yes,
that? Or was
yes,
it just
yes,
you
yes.
entertaining yourself? Like, so what does it feel like? What you got going on? Or maybe it's
See,
just for her audience.
and see, that's the thing that I take exception with, right? I think that people, I don't know if they're projecting or what, but
Hmm.
I'm not who people think I am. I'm not going home and jerking off to these videos later or nothing like that. Like, I don't most of the time I don't even watch these videos or read the comments after I've edited. Like I'll read whatever comments pop up on my push notifications. Or if I'm like waiting in line or something somewhere, I'll pull up the comments and go through them. But I'm
Yeah.
not revisiting this content, and certainly not with the purpose of, you know, being nasty or nothing like that.
Okay. Well,
I
that
think
makes
that
sense.
I have a certain set of experiences in life that inform me when it comes to things of sex, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to I am highly researched in,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, a lot of things when it comes to sex, when it comes to orgasms, when it comes to this, that, and the third. And so these are just natural questions that I have that come up that I think are relevant to the situation.
I'm gonna
And
tell
they're
you
not
something too that
surface
people don't think
level.
about. Oh, I'm sorry to interject as you're
No, no,
speaking.
no. You go ahead. You
Um,
go ahead.
But I'm gonna tell you something else because I definitely have experience with what you're doing. People don't know about too. So on your side to defend you, they don't know how much people want to talk and tell their stories. I take care of people. I give blessing bags. I call them. I give people money, and that's my daily thing. But people want to talk. They want to tell their stories. So you, as the interviewer, I do understand you have to ask questions that people will want to be engaged with. You don't want to let them
Hmm.
ramble about nothing because I talk to
Right.
people so often that are on the streets, and not to say I don't want to listen to them ramble, but it could get off kilter. The conversation can go anywhere. So I do appreciate how you keep them focused. Let's talk about this, and the fact that you go back and you check on them to continue this conversation to find out what's happening in their lives. So we can't really complain about what you're doing because you're doing the work that many they just won't take the time to do, you know. And then giving something back is an incentive for them to come back and say, I messed with Marcus, and I think you're doing it in a very constructive way. To be honest, that's one that's one trip up that I've seen this whole time, and it's not that bad. You asked her about an orgasm she didn't know, and I think that's an exception, and I think you should continue with the content that you're making. So that's my
I
opinion.
appreciate it. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate it,
Uh,
Kay.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go get
open the.
myself dressed for this Saturday and get my
Yeah,
children out of
man.
here.
Yeah. I
Thank you for letting
appreciate
me
your
talk to
viewership,
you.
appreciate your support, and I appreciate your
You got
commentary as well. All right.
all right. We appreciate you, hon. You have a
All
great one.
right. You too, sweetie. All righty. So I'm gonna redrop. And Queen Spirit, I don't know if you can copy I don't know if you can copy the link or whatever. Let me go in here because I'm doing this on my I am doing this on StreamYard on my mobile. All right, move from stage. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. So I'm all right. Okay. All right. Got all right. Cool beans. All right. Let me drop the link again in case anybody missed it. All right. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear specifically critics. If you agree with everything, I appreciate it. But I want to hear from the people that are detractors or critics, specifically with regards to the last interview with Ileana. Okay, because a lot of people's in the comments roasting me up as usual, and hey, I can handle it. But I just didn't think it was fair. I didn't think that. I thought that for an interview that's about cheating, sex is going to be a natural discussion. You know what I'm saying? Their sex life, and so for me, I just don't get it. But again, I am totally fine with hearing opposing viewpoints, and I'm open to, you know, changing my mind or, what I'm saying, seeing it from a different perspective. So, if you guys can kindly, so like love and care, right? If you want to, you want to come and share your views or share your opinions, come on in, click the link. Okay. Jovan Constant, you can come and ask that question by clicking the link. So like, come on, guys, don't be George, my boy George. George always shooting me that, man. I love George. I appreciate you, man. All right, George, shoot me with the 1999 super chat. Drink on me, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I appreciate that, George, my boy. Yes, sir. All right, so yeah, so guys, please hit the link. Hit the link. Hit the link, okay? I don't want to this isn't a dictatorship, okay? I am like as I've always said, I've said this, I'm going on 3 years with this channel now. I've always said you guys are gonna watch in real time as I evolve and this channel evolves. And so you're just gonna have to enjoy the journey. I ain't gonna be perfect. And so if you guys consider the questions to be, distasteful or whatever it is, I get it. Okay. I get it. But at this point, most of the people that have been around, they know and understand that, this is kind of this is how we roll over here. All right. And but I didn't think so the travel guy says, bro, you be asking some wild questions about busting nuts, etc. Well, I think I just explained it pretty well, but if you have another perspective, you're welcome to hit the link. Hit the link. Okay? Hit the link because I've got about 40 minutes till my daughter's done with her track tryouts. Okay? So hit the link and let's have a discussion. I don't want to read comments and do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone does not operate in the same mindset. So if one were to ask one of my children those same questions, they wouldn't be embarrassed at all. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not, I agree with that, Manifest. You keep putting your wants over their feelings, like you can't take the word no. Love and care. Come on up. Come on up. Hit the link, man. What do y'all? Okay, let's see who we got. Okay, we got my boy Eric in here. Let's holler at Eric, see what he talking about.
Hey, how
What
you
up, Eric?
doing?
I'm good, man. What about you, man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm about to get ready for work in a second. I was just gonna ask, hey, so did you check the ID on those girls? That was those two girls?
I didn't check the ID. I did not check the ID. No.
Okay, so I noticed a lot of times in the conversation you would break through and be like, "Oh, them titties is hanging out," or "Let me see that ass. Let me see you shake that ass." Yeah, I was noticing. And my question was, those could have been minors if you didn't check the ID.
Well, I mean, I had dealt with them several times. Um, they both have kids. So I'm pretty sure they're not lying about their age right now. Hey, look, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? A kid doesn't mean that they're not minors or whatever. But I didn't have sex with them or anything like that. So
So would you say the
what
answer
is
to
it?
that question, would it be yes or no? Or
The
should I
the
be asking?
answer to your question as far as did I check the ID?
No, no, no. When you were saying all that sexual stuff,
Hmm.
you know they could have been minors because you didn't check the ID, right?
Well, I'm under the impression that they were not minors.
But
So
I'm saying
that
yes or no.
that thought didn't go through my head. Is the answer to your question?
Okay. But you know that they do lie a lot.
Well, I mean, people lie, but again, I had seen them
Well,
several
then I'm
times
saying not to
out and
interrupt you,
about.
but I just want to make it more specific. Do you know that they lie a lot?
Hey, Marcus, hold
Hold
on.
on,
What?
real quick, Mr. West. Give me 1 second. Let me let this fella get out his what he's saying. And so you're asking, do I know that people lie a lot?
No, do you know that those two girls lie a lot?
Do you know them personally?
I'm
Right.
asking you. I don't know. I'm not saying they do or don't. I'm just saying,
Well,
do you know
but
in
you're
your
in
opinion?
well when you're asking the question that way, you're supposing that they are lying. So you're not saying, do you know if they lie? You're
That's what
saying
I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. Do you know if they lie a lot?
I don't know them well enough to know to be able to say whether they lie or not. I don't
Okay.
know them well enough for that.
So you took a chance not looking at their ID, asking them a lot of sexual questions that they could be minors. That's safe to say.
Well, it's safe to say that they presented themselves as 20 years old,
Okay.
that they have kids, and they act like 20-year olds.
Okay.
They're
Hey,
not acting like I've got teenagers. I know how teenagers act. I know how 20-year-olds act. If you saw on the B side, I had another interview with the 16-year-old,
Right.
and that interview was way different.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see the difference in even just the energy, the way that they act, as far as the 16-year-older, who was, by the way, she was out there with the other young lady the first time I
No,
met
no,
them.
I get what you're saying, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm attacking you.
Marcus,
So I'm gonna say that's all I had to say.
can
It's
hold
not
on,
that.
Eric. Eric, can I ask you a question? That's why I'm at Marcus. Can I talk to him real fast?
Sure, sure. What? Go ahead, Mr. West.
See, bro, ran. Look, bro. Only reason I came up is this. Marcus is a grown ass motherfucking man. What the fuck he choose to do in his house is his motherfucking business. Y'all be weird, bro, and y'all man, which throw me the fuck off. Excuse me for cussing, bro. You get what I'm saying? The shit is
No,
weird.
I get it 100%. Like none of the guys that I actually like hang with or deal with or whatever in real life, whatever like be on some of the stuff that some of these folks be on. But I'm open to different perspectives, right? I'm open to different viewpoints, different lifestyles, different ideas that people have. I'm open. So, that's why I just try to be, patient and understanding. But yeah, the bottom line is, man, like I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think that I ask things in a, sometimes I push the envelope and stuff like that. It's YouTube. It's entertainment. You're gonna push the envelope sometimes. But for instance, other times, like with the Ileana interview from last night, I just don't understand what the gripe is. I really don't. And that's why I really want to hear from critics. Like, please tell me in an intellectual way, explain to me what was wrong with me asking about their sex life in an interview where the subject is the husband cheating.
Right. They don't. I'm gonna tell you what I realized, Marcus. A lot of the critics, bro, on some real shit, be single women who cannot find a man and got every fucking thing to say about somebody else's life, but ain't put a damn dime in Ileana pocket. Did you pull up on her and try to help her? But you such a critic in the comments. Go pull your ass up. Go help that girl or help Tone. Other than that, shut the hell up trying to be a superhero online. Now hit that link, come up here and tell Marcus to his face how you feel. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. fake superhuman, all that type shit. Marcus, do your thing. Salute, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, because I mean, so I'll give y'all the backstory, right? So and by the way, y'all let me know. Let me see. Make sure. Let me see. I got private chat. Okay, that was Mr. West. Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting used to the StreamYard on mobile, so just bear with me, guys. Bear with me, okay? But yeah, I mean, I'll give y'all the backstory while I'm waiting for someone. Let me drop the link one more time. Let me drop the link. All right. Because I want to give everybody an opportunity, especially or specifically the critics. All right. So don't be popping off in love and care. You popping off in the comments, man. Hit the link. You ain't got to be on camera. You ain't got to be on camera. Just say what it is so that we don't have to go back and forth in the comment section. Right? But yeah, I'm let me see. What does this say? Start. Okay. Yeah, definitely shout out to George Brewer, for sure. All right. Let's see. Yeah, definitely shout out to him. But yeah, y'all hit the link, man. So here's the thing, guys, right? Give y'all the quick backstory. I just said no twice. Here we go. Uh Something your way. Here we go with your way. Okay, that's fine. If you don't want to come up, that's fine, love and care. I just think it's a bit cowardly, right? I just think it's a bit cowardly, right? Because I'm hosting this stream. So for me, I can't really just go back and forth or respond to only your questions and this and that. So I feel like, okay, we got some guests back here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we got Shanna and we got opinionated. So let's invite y'all give me a second. I'm getting this together. uh okay, here we go. Add the stage. Add
What's
the
up, Mark?
stage. What up, Shanna?
I got some critic for you. I got some shit to talk. Why don't you go live more often, dropping this link for your subscribers to come and holla at you?
You know what? I will actually. I will. I just when I go live, it's normally just so random and in the moment. And I see you backstage, Ken. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let you come up. It's so random and in the moment that I just go hit live on YouTube and just it be on vertical.
Mhm.
But I knew specifically that I wanted to drop the link in this live, so that's why I went ahead and pulled it up on StreamYard, and so here we are. And I got about 30 minutes until my daughter's track tryouts are over. So no
I ain't
worries,
got
right?
much to say. I'm just here to support you.
Big salute, big salute. Opinionated. Did you have something that you wanted to add?
Oh shoot. I don't know how to get back to the thing.
You
Okay,
say
so
what? I think we can kind of barely
yes.
hear you a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's like a little low, but we can hear you.
How you doing today?
I'm doing
Me
great. How about you?
and Miss Shauna. I'm well. Here's my comment because my husband is working on
How
stuff.
you doing?
Hello, babies. Um, I have watched your channel and I like what you're doing, right? I do feel that sometimes, and maybe you do know him, maybe you don't know him, but I do feel that some of the comments are inappropriate. Like the first time, it was like a shock factor. Um, I feel like this, right? They're already at their lowest. It's hard to even get on camera at your lowest.
However, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me interject right there because that's just false. For one thing, they may be at their lowest in terms of like they're having housing trouble and stuff like that. Doesn't mean they're not just regular people. Like sometimes I think y'all think that folks are handicapped because they're houseless. That's not the case. They actually would rather that you treat them regular and normal and not act like they're some, wilting flower. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't, I just wanted to interject because that's a fallacy that a lot of
Okay,
people have when
so
it comes to the homeless population.
so let me give you a little bit of my background, right? I retired from the military. I'm also a veteran who retired from the VHA government system, and I've also worked in DOD. And I've also lived overseas, right? So I'm pretty well versed. Plus, I am married to a military officer. That's my background, right?
Okay.
And I've also had to deal with trauma in my background before I came into those areas in my life where I was able to succeed. Um, I'm not saying that they don't want to be treated normally. Everybody wants to be treated normally. But when
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but we really can't hear you. No offense, but we want to hear what you're trying to say.
well, my voice is kind of raspy due to the fact that I lost my voice. So I'm trying as hard as I can to speak.
You one of those soccer moms. You was out there yelling.
No, I don't have kids. No, we don't have
Okay,
kids.
okay,
Me and my
okay,
husband,
got you.
right. I pretty much got a real good life. But just dealing with the veteran population, um, and getting them in, and a lot of them are homeless, and a lot of them just don't know the protocol. Um, Dealing with any homeless person, you have to treat them as if they're doing well, and you just want to elevate them, right, and help them get the resources that they need to come off at a woman or a man, because men go through trauma. Just that blunt to me sometimes can harm them even more. I feel if I had to be in their shoes and some man all of a sudden that's interviewing me and I'm giving him my time, if he come off at me like that, I would have to run because of my past traumas. And some of those traumas and those people ain't healed yet. I do think you do a phenomenal job. I can't take that away from you. And it's also a dangerous job. I still can't take that away from you because you're doing something very creative that nobody really have ever touched the surface on. And that's pulling up, giving back by letting them tell their story and pulling them up at the same time, because I know you give resources and you ask for cash apps. I'm just saying, sometimes please just be a little brash or even ask them, hey, this might be a little triggering, but can I ask you a question? If they say yeah, then proceed, but at least
Well,
give them a warning
right.
option, you know.
Well, and I'll say this just to because I have a limited time, right? I appreciate your perspective, right? I have some slight disagreements, but I'm not going to delve into all of them. But the long and short of it is that I get what you're saying. Built into my pitch is a disclaimer about kind of how my content is and everything else. So people have a decision, they have the option to say no, right? And some people do. I'm a pretty good salesperson, so a lot of people don't.
Mhm.
And ultimately, I've been doing this for 3 years out in the streets where, I have to basically rely on God to protect me. Okay. I have my pistol on me and everything else. But when I'm doing an interview, I keep my head on the swivel. But, if somebody really wanted to get me, they could. Right. And so that I think speaks to the fact that I'm not out here just harming people like that. I'm not out here shitting on people or making people feel a crappy way or anything like that. Has it happened before a time or two? Of course, nobody's batting 1,000, but over 95 or so percent of the results and the after conversation that we have after the interview is all positive. And they love the fact that somebody came up to them and was interested in hearing some aspects of their life. They love it. They love it. You should walk around with me in the streets of downtown. You'll see. You'll see. You'll think that I'm the mayor downtown.
But
Seriously.
you know what, Mr. Marcus? I don't want to take your time. I do admire what you do. I think you're doing great things within the community. I've saw you uplift so many people and put them on your platform and help them elevate. So that's one thing I don't think nobody could ever take away from what you're doing. So even though we have minor critiques, and it's truly minor to a person that's out there doing the work, right? I do thank you for for giving us a face-to-face look at what's going on in America, what's going on with a lot of our population, and just what's going on in the Black community. So I can only say thank you for that. You
Well,
know,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I thank you for your opinion, your perspective, and you showing up and coming onto the platform. So I'm gonna give some other folks a chance. I
right?
know we got Ken Nola. Ken, let me holler at Ken real quick. Um, now
You want me to drop?
you don't have to, Shanna. It's all good. You
Okay,
know,
I'll
you
stay
hang
on
out.
mute.
Yeah, you can hang out. It's all good. Now Ken, you come on up here now. I don't want no nonsense. All right, we're being mature and respectful today. All right, but how you doing, man?
Yeah, I came up here for good morning, by the way.
We can't hear you.
Yeah,
Hey,
sorry
Ken,
for what I did and
Ken, I
apologize.
can't hear you, brother.
You can hear me?
You got to
It's
speak up.
it's super low. It's super faint. Like I'm pretty sure the audience can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Better.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to come up here and be a man and own up to what I did and apologize for
What'd you
uh
do?
your daughters.
Oh, well, yes.
Yeah,
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
I have me a 14-year-old daughter, and I ain't have no right to go after your kids like that and call them out their name and stuff like that. So that was very, very childish of me. And I wanted you to know I ain't really got no smoke with you. Me or Sonny. That's why we haven't been saying nothing to you these past couple of probably 2 months, because we trying to move forward and leave all of that in the past. You know?
And just for the audience that may not know, I don't know, maybe everybody that's on here may be kind of in the mix or whatever, but a lot of y'all may not be. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in kind of the shadows of YouTube. There are different sectors and things like that where people congregate, talk about the different things that are going on online, stuff like that. The long and short of it is that Ken is referring to, I guess, a time when I guess he said something disparaging or, hurtful or whatever it was about my daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, People had told me that you said something, but honestly, man, I didn't go back to actually see what it was or anything like that. But
Right.
that's what Ken is up here apologizing for. And I accept your apology, man. Like I don't quite understand. Like for me, right? And now that you're up here, we could talk, right?
Right.
Like, what makes you go to those places? And I'm gonna preface that by saying, we all can, get upset, kind of get into our bag when it comes to wanting to attack someone and get revenge or this, that, third.
Mm-hmm.
But in society, we all have boundaries, right? We all have places that we won't go because it's just completely uncouth, right? What is it that makes you cross those boundaries? Because I know, in talking to you, you don't seem like you have, like, when you're just normal, you seem like just a normal, cool, regular guy.
Right.
But when you start seeing red about something, two things. One, it happens a little bit like too easily, in my opinion, right? Like you get triggered pretty easily. But
Yeah.
then two, you like cross all boundaries. And
Mm-hmm.
so why do you think you do that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. When they bring up Sunny Kids, and they talk under Sunny Kids clothes and say the stuff that they say about her children, that's what makes me see red. That's what triggers me, because her children don't have anything to do with anything that's going on with her, me, you, or anybody else. So that's why I go so low, because they go low.
Well,
And
and I'll say this, right? I get it. I didn't necessarily like when Sonny was being bullied, and I said as much, right?
right.
I was at one point one of the only people online and have still been the only person that has pretty much just stayed consistent with that whole situation. I haven't switched up, haven't changed. I haven't had to go back and say this, do this, apologize for this, or anything else. I've stood on my square the whole time with that situation. And, but I do want to say this, right? In what people have shown me as far as, you go, it started before the Sunny thing, right? Like the kind of crossing the line, saying crazy things and stuff like that. That started sounds like before you met Sunny, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So but aside from sticking up for Sunny and her kids, this behavior started before that. Where do you think that comes from?
Well, they was doing that to me. They was talking about my daughter, and my daughter wasn't mine, and stuff like that. So
Can
when
I?
they started bringing my daughter into stuff, they went so far through it. They was posting her and saying that she wasn't mine, and once they started doing that, yeah, I said, okay, I'm gonna get on the same level they are.
But we wasn't
Okay.
up
I just
there.
gave it up. Not being a nice guy.
Can I speak?
Okay.
I won't. I don't want to argue, but can I speak real quick, Marcus?
Sure, go ahead. We're gonna keep it nice and cool. I got about 20 minutes, but go ahead.
Okay, because I'm not arguing with Ken, because I've been asking him to leave my child alone, and I still haven't spoke under his child's clothes or Sonny's clothes. It's a behavior that you've been doing on YouTube for a very long time, and I asked you what triggers you too, because you go way left on somebody's children when if you beefing with somebody or somebody's talking about Sonny. You talk about people's children, and it's just like it seemed like it's no limit to
But
you,
Miss
Ken.
Sheeman, you was talking about Sonny's kids. That's why I was talking about your daughter.
So listen. I'm gonna cut it right there because I'll let y'all have that discussion, on another platform. I get it.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
can
I don't
talk
want to
about
be
live and
rude or
talk
anything,
about
but
it.
I don't want the discussion to get off track, right?
Right.
Yes,
I let Ken come up here. He apologized. I appreciate the apology. I see
Oh, and
Sonny in the
look,
background. I'll let you up in a
and
second, Sonny.
Marcus, I
hmm
hope we wasn't the cause of you moving. That ain't we felt bad about that. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't.
Well, I
I
mean,
just
I
hope
get
that
it.
wasn't
I
our
get it,
fault.
but like, listen, I get it, but I would just say this, right? Like, I guess if I could just say anything, it would be to just, you know, try to control your emotions. Try to
Right.
control your emotions because, and I'm not trying to discredit you as a man or anything like that, but as men, we're supposed to be the less emotional of the species. We're supposed to be the more stoic, logical, kind of steady Eddie type of energy, right? And women may pop off and do this and drag and curse out and do all this stuff. And we're the best versions of ourselves. Let me say that. The best
Right.
versions of ourselves are gonna absorb the negativity and still try to stay in a steady place. And so I hope that for you. I hope that you get to that place to where you're not as easily triggered by folks because when you do things like talk about people's kids and stuff like that, you never know what type of bad karma you're bringing on not just you but your kid.
Mm-hmm.
And if you love your kid, you never want to, bring that type of energy to them when you can avoid it, right? And so I sincerely appreciate the apology. I really, really do.
Right.
And it shows a lot of growth, right? And I wish you nothing but the best, man. Nothing but the best. All right. So
Appreciate that.
I'm gonna let Sonny come up real quick. Let me see. Let me add Tajana to the stage. Hello, Sonny.
Hi, Marcus.
How you doing?
Mm,
I'll let y'all talk. I'm gonna drop down.
All right, man. Mr. West, I got you too. Give me a second.
I didn't come up here to argue with anybody, but what I will say is, I'm not talking about you. I don't want to talk about you. I'm not trying to label your name. Um, Mr. West, can you drop him?
So let me just mute him real quick. All right, because I just want to have a substantive discussion. I don't know
Yeah, I'm
what's
not
been
up
going
here for
on.
that. Yeah, no, I'm not up here for that. I'm
Okay.
not.
So
Yeah. I just want to let you know that I'm not bringing you up. These people, the same people that are up here kissing your ass is the same people always bringing you up and throwing you in my face. And I do get triggered. And what I will say, anything that happened between me and you could have definitely been handled on the back end. But these people like to throw you in my face since day one. Since I came to the scene, since you brought me out. And it's annoying. Um, and yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm
Well, I
not
mean,
here to
and
argue.
I've publicly wished and put it out there that I would just like for everybody to stop talking about it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like I
Like
don't,
that's my
it's
preference,
yeah,
right? Like let's just everybody just move on with life. Let's go into 2025. We don't
yeah.
want to be talking about the same stuff in 2025 we was in 2024.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I just want you to know, like, I'm trying to build my own brand based upon me, my personality. I'm not trying to use you. I never have. And that's all I wanted to say.
listen, big salute to you. I've told you from day one that your personality has a lot of potential, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. You know, people are, they'll love watch, they'll hate watch, or they'll interest watch. And you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter why they're watching as long as they're watching, right? And so, ultimately, I wish you nothing but the best.
All right, same to you.
Right, all right.
All right, now Marcus. The
Mm-hmm.
reason I came up, bro, literally a couple days ago, her and Ken was bragging about getting you to move addresses because they threatened to do something to you and your kids, bro. They both said this shit on YouTube.
I'm gonna be honest with you though, Mr. West. This is my perspective on all that, right? So I purposely don't indulge in any of that stuff at this point because it just has no benefit. Like, in other words, play it out. So I hear that. So now what? I guess I'm supposed to go back and I'm beefing with them, or I send the slick comment, or I do this, I do that. None of that stuff moves my platform forward or makes me any money. And those are the two things that I'm most interested in when it comes to YouTube. Okay, moving my platform forward, creating new platforms, which we're gonna cross our fingers. I went to Candyland. What was that? Thursday night, and I got 4 young ladies to agree to do interviews. And so the only problem with that is getting them to actually show up. Okay, when you're out there in the street, the interview's on the spot. But what I found is that getting people to show up to a location at a particular time is actually very difficult. And so hopefully I can get these interviews with this new channel. It's going to be called Bedroom Confessions, okay? Or Bedroom Discussions. I haven't figured out which one I like better. But yeah, that's going to be coming up. And so those are the things I'm interested in when it comes to YouTube, man. Like all the little, stuff, all the little beef going on and things like that. I am totally out of it. Out the loop, out of it. Don't want to hear about it. I appreciate you having my back for sure, but the way that you can have my back the most is by just not even bringing it to my doorstep.
No, that's a fact, bro. Hey, I'm with it. Hey, if you saying that it's done, I just want to see motherfuckers stand on what they saying. That's it.
Hey,
Water
look,
under the
I
bridge.
ain't right. Whether they stand on or not, I'm going. Look, I got this interview with Tone that I got to interview, and I got the interview with both of them together that I got to interview. I'm trying to bring both of them today to y'all, but we'll see if I can get it done. I got to take my kid to another thing at 7 o'clock, and I have another interview I'm supposed to do sometime this afternoon. So the long and short of it is that I'm busy and I don't have time for the nonsense. Right.
No, that's a
So that's
fact.
it. That's
Shout
it.
out to Vaughn. Shout out to Vaughn too, man. I meant to say that, man.
I need to call Vaughn, man. I haven't hollered him in a couple weeks, man. I need to call him. So I'm glad you mentioned his name. Vaughn, if you're watching this, if you hear this, I need to reach out to you. And if I don't, call me. Okay, call me. I get busy and my brain gets scrambled and I forget things sometimes. But call me if you don't hear from me, call me. But I appreciate you, Mr. West. I got about 10 more minutes.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna let I'm gonna let some folks. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all y'all, by the way, just to let y'all know. But yeah, so all right, so I got 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes, guys. Anybody that has a criticism is a detractor, specifically with regards to the latest Ileana video. I want to hear from you. Okay, I want to hear from you. Let me let me drop this link one more again for y'all. All right. I want to hear from you. All right. I want to have substantive discussions. I love the fact that, it seems like we could put a lot of the nonsense, a lot of the mess that was from this year. We could leave that in this year, okay? And we're gonna move on to 2025 and on to bigger and better things. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Millie says, I still want to take Fab out for dinner and a movie. Listen, this may be the best time. She had her baby, I guess, a few months ago. Hopefully she's still clean. I'm gonna email her sister. When I get a chance to, I'm gonna email Fab's sister and try to remember that. Okay. But yeah, please be careful out there. I'm from Bermuda, watch on my TV. It's the first time on my phone, so I could reach out after hearing this gentleman. I'm really concerned. I'm a female, Vaughn. Okay, I'm babysitting. Founded like who? Welcome to the chat. Okay. All right. So do your thing, Marcus, because haters will always look for a reason to hate on you. Yeah, this I know. But I at least want to give them an opportunity to express themselves, right? Other than just in a comment, right? Which love and care. I would have really loved and cared that you would have came up here. That would have been awesome. But I agree that you don't want to. But it's like you're in the comments, just this. Come up and talk to me. I'm not a hard person to talk to. Trust me when I tell you. It's the reason why I get so many interviews. All right. My energy, my spirit, people like it. People, they want to be in the mix. Okay. So I get it. For whatever reason, you don't want to come up here, but I think you should personally. I think you should. I want to hear what you got to say. All right. But yeah. So real quick, let me just explain a couple things to y'all, right? So even like the interviews with Ileana and Tone, right? So I don't know if y'all was with me on the live when I showed it on the video where she was like, "Oh, I don't want nothing to do with this platform ever again." And then, maybe like 3 weeks later, she's like, "Hey, Marcus, this and that and the third." So it always goes like that, right? She's not the first, won't be the last. It always goes like that. But I need y'all to understand. So what also happened is that Marcus, I explained I couldn't. You keep pricing my point. It's hard to hear no. Proving my point is probably what you meant to say. And yes, I'm a salesperson, so I tend to be persistent. Wait, Copper says, Marcus, you need a sex master like me to speak on your bedroom videos. Copper, what makes you a sex master? What makes you a sex master? I would love to hear it. Okay, I was thinking a while ago that she doesn't want Tone to work, so he won't be amongst other women. Right, Alicia, right? That could be it. You can mention I said I'm in the company and family. Oh, okay. I didn't listen. I can't read every comment, love and care, so my bad. I didn't see that. Las Vegas, I still want to fly you in. It's my birthday weekend. Ooh wee. I think Lisa gonna have a problem with that. I ain't gonna lie. Lisa showed out. Lisa showed out. Okay, Lisa showed out. I ain't gonna lie to you. Lisa is trying to she's trying to get a brother attention. So I don't know. It's right now. And then, I'm just really trying to stay focused right now, to be honest with you, man. I really am. I get so knocked off my square when I get to indulging in all that stuff. And even right now, like, I think I'm just gonna reshut everything down as far as my sex life. Like, I don't know. It's like the older I get, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm starting to get to a point to where like I just I'm tired of just like having sex, like random sex anyway, like not random, but just sex with like different folks and stuff. I'm tired of that. I really am. And it disturbs my spirit. It disturbs my spirit. It throws me off. I'll be in a good spiritual place and then I mess around and have some fun doing this and that and the third, and then I can't feel it no more. I can't feel that spirit that's in me that really connects to the people that I'm interviewing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't feel it no more. So man, I need a wife, man. I promise you. I need a wife. I need someone who me and their spirit, we're in alignment. We're connected. I need that, man. I need it. I need it. Anyway, all right. So nobody else wants to come up. I don't see anybody in the thing. Oh, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, so some of the things that y'all don't know, right? So Ileana and Tone had a situation go down where basically someone had um, gotten hold of their EBT card information, right? Because a lot of these stores in the hood, they be scamming. A lot of the little hood, little stores, little convenience stores, stuff like that. Man, trust me. Don't ask me how I know, but just know that it be some scamming going on. And so they basically someone in Philadelphia had ended up charging, basically emptying their EBT account, right? Charged like almost $200. And so the long and short of it is that they didn't really, they're kind of hurting right now. And so, it's Christmas time. I know that they have, the baby or whatnot. So of course, these weren't $10 interviews. And I'm not gonna tell you how much I gave them, but they were very happy with how much I gave them. I will say this, it was more than 50, and that's per person. Okay, so I spent over $100 to be able to talk to them about this stuff. And so they were more than happy to do it, to be open about it and everything else. And I was more than happy to see that they could go buy some food and do the things they need to do. Okay. So, like I know that I allow y'all to, troll me with the whole $10 thing and everything else. And that is the base price, right? That's the base price. So, it is what it is. Like when I'm just out in the street, I don't know you and this, that, and the third, that's what the offer is, $10. But once you start to build some momentum on my platform, once I know that the people want to follow your story for one reason or another, then I tend to, up the price. So, just for all y'all that are out there, okay? For all y'all that are out there that are so concerned about how much I pay people and so concerned, and you're so concerned, but you don't necessarily you don't hit them up. So it's like, if you're gonna be concerned, make sure that you hitting them up and on the Cash App or whatever it is, so that you could, see their way to, having a little bit of resources. Okay. All right. Let me read some of these comments. Let's see. I need a husband. Ooh wee. I'm telling you, I need a wife. I'm 41, man. You think I want to live the rest of my life as some, playboy? Like, hell no. And like I say, I literally I feel my spirit drain as I'm doing this or that. And it does not feel good. And it's like it's becoming stronger and stronger. It's becoming stronger and stronger. So I know that like I'm to the point where I'm about to be like Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz hasn't had sex in 9 years. Okay. And he looks great, skin glows, he has a mostly raw vegan diet. I'm about to be like Lenny Kravitz. I'm gonna focus on my diet, focus on, getting my body back to the place that I'm comfortable with. I'm gonna focus on just work and my kids and really just, I think I might send a text literally this afternoon, like, hey, like Andre said, like it's over with. It's over with. I'm not available anymore for any type of activities of that sort. Right? That's how I'm feeling right now. And that's, I don't know, man. I'm ready to elevate. I really am. And I know I can't do it if I'm just doing stuff like that. Let me keep up. All right. Y'all just saying what's up to everybody. Malnourished. Listen, I said he has a vegan diet, not me. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do a raw vegan diet or nothing, but I am gonna focus on just getting back to a clean diet. My diet used to be pretty damn clean. And right now it's like, you know, I indulge in a bunch of nonsense. I just had a peach cobbler last night and it was delicious. But I know that it is a sugar bomb. And I know that my family has a history of diabetes, i.e. my dad. The reason why my dad is suffering right now is complications due to diabetes. And so I would be a fool to just not, you know, kind of eat clean and do what I need to do. So, hold on. Hold on. I'm in a bad area now. Let me go over here so I can get some more bars on this thing. So he must have come across something terrible. Um, no, not necessarily. As a matter of fact, been a lot of good stuff lately. But again, it's my spirit. I'm telling you, man, I can feel it. I can feel it every time. And I'm like, I try to ignore it because you're like, you're like, you know, people, you like saying like I have historically loved to do all that. But right now, it's just not bringing me the pleasure. And more specifically, the after feeling just feels like shit. This feels like shit, man. So I just really am ready. I'm ready. Like I know I'm ready. I'm ready to like lock in, settle down, everything else. I'm scared to do it because of the lack of, wives out here. But so I don't want to waste any more of my time. I don't want to get into a long term this or that, a third and everything else. But I want to become married. I want to get married. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. All right. Let's see. All right. Conduct my interviews at a location like Soft White Underbelly. Nah, I like the street interviews way better. I think it just has more flavor, more seasoning. You know what I'm saying? I love Soft White Underbelly. Don't get it twisted. But I'm not gonna just copy his stuff. And just for anybody that doesn't know, anybody in the back, I did not know. I had never heard of Soft White Underbelly before I started my channel. The only reason I heard of him and his channel content was because people used to come in my comment section and say, "Oh, you trying to be like Soft White Underbelly?" But truth be told, I never ever heard of him or his channel before then. So that's just a little factoid here or there. Man, none of these. All right, where can I go where it has some better bars? All right. Damn, Marcus, you already divorced me already? We gotta get married first. We gotta get married first. All right. I prefer you in the streets is more authentic. Yeah, man. I love it in the streets. I love it in the streets. No need for extra expenses. Renting the interview room and outside is more flavorful. Yup. Mark, don't let your guard down, but in the same breath, don't focus on YouTube negativity. Correct. Dang, I'm that bad. People gotta block me. Well, someone blocked you, Platinum? Someone blocked Platinum. I'll be keeping up with everything. And I'm so happy about that because it's exhausting keeping up with all the back and forth and all the people that don't like this person. The sexual position. Like, what do you mean? Your interview style is different from his. Yes, it is. It is. I've got what I consider to be a more blunt. Oh, okay. This is my kid calling. All right, all right. Ready. No, no, no. You make me laugh. You make me laugh. Let me ask you something. Why are you on my tail so much? You are on his head so much. And I left a comment. I don't normally respond to comments, but I left a comment to you in one of those videos the other day. But I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna give you a chance to come up if you like. I'm gonna drop the link real quick. But I want to ask, what is your deal with me? What is your deal? Like you leave a nasty or negative comment on almost every video.
Stop.
Hey, baby. Hey,
You here?
yeah, I'm here. Come on up to the top.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Okay. Probably because people care about your interviewees. Hurt people hurt people. Yeah, I think it's a hurt people thing because, if you care about the interviewees, then that means that you should also care about me. Um, you know, ultimately, right, about these interviewees because of me, right? Let's just keep it a buck. You know about them because I go out there and, get them to do an interview. So if you care about people, listen too. I understand why all the vitriol comes from. You make me laugh. I want to hear from you specifically. Like I dropped the link. Um, Shy, come on up here. You don't have to count, but come on up here. Give me some type of explanation that makes sense as to why almost every comment you are negative towards me. I want to hear it. Like this is a smoke show. This is what this is for, right? So let's talk about it. We don't have to just leave little snide remarks or nasty comments all the time. We can have a discussion, a mature discussion, right? Let's see what you're doing. The interviewees are your stars. Their privacy should be respected since you say it's for their mental health. Um, the interviewees are co-stars. Okay, they're co-stars. The other star, and I trust me, I hate to say stuff like this because it honestly makes me cringe. It's so ick to me, right? But the other star is me. The other star is me, guys. Um, yes, the interviewee is the subject matter, but if I don't ask questions a certain way, if I don't pull certain information out, or if I don't just have a certain level of entertainment value, then that same person can go on another person's channel or whatever, and it don't hit the same way. Okay, so I get what you're saying, but I'm the co-star. Okay. Um, I get money from their life stories. I get money from posting a lot of videos. If it was one or two life stories here or there, I wouldn't make any money. And so, that just, you don't really, I guess, understand quite how YouTube works, but not really how it works. How I want to be on your channel, I want to tell my story. I have a real good story. Tracy, email me at LandonStreetInterviews@gmail.com and we will make it happen. She throwing rocks in her hand. She won't have a discussion, I bet. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Queen Slime. It's like, y'all, like, don't be like that. Like, I would hope to have a more mature crowd, right? If you feel that strongly about it, that you're leaving so many negative comments, not understand the love and care. You're with your family. You don't want to, do all that right now. I get it. But you make me laugh. You're on every video. You're on every video in the comment section saying something negative about me. Okay, so we got somebody up here. Okay, it's a guy. All right, let's let Timothy up. What's going on, Tim? Timothy, what's going on?
Hey, hey, Marcus. I am so, man. I'm so proud of your show, bro. I'm like your show, man. I like, man, the way you in the streets, man. Like you talk to the homeless people, and the way you, respect their boundaries and everything like that. And you're doing a good job, man. And I just want to say, man, God bless you, man. Man, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. And what I do on my YouTube page, I tell the truth, I be honest, and I just give people good advice.
Okay.
I like to show people it's men's out here. Well, not just always talk about the bad things, but it's men's out here will always would talk to you about, being positive, talk to you about, being strong in these streets. Don't worry about, what people say about you. Keep your head up and keep moving forward. Cause we all crumble sometimes, but we all gotta build ourselves back up. But we need that guidance. So it takes a man, a strong man, to bring them back up
Hey,
and
baby.
encourage them. And I'm
Okay.
so proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, bro. Cause keep doing what you're doing.
Hey man, big salute, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, brother. Go ahead and shout your YouTube channel out.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, my YouTube channel is it's gonna be Tim. No, I'm sorry. Let me back. Okay,
Come on now.
okay. That's what I'm saying. Sorry. Yeah, yes, it's my thing. Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, it's gonna be A Timothy TW.
Hey Timothy TW. Y'all go
Yeah,
holler
yeah.
at him, man. Go check out his content. Go see what he's talking about, man. Stay out there giving out good advice. Hey, listen, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna drop it off because I'm about to wrap this up. My daughter just got in the car, so I'm gonna give my final remarks to the people, and we're gonna wrap it on up and let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. All right. I appreciate you,
All right.
Timothy.
God bless. God bless. No problem. All
All
right.
right.
Bye.
Yes, sir. All right. All right, guys. So yeah, so ultimately, man, I appreciate the feedback from you guys. I really do. I'm not a person that doesn't, enjoy a little bit of critique here and there. And I'm not someone that can't handle criticism. I'm not someone that thinks they're right all the time. In fact, I'm the exact opposite. Okay. My life experience has proven that I will F up or make a mistake here and there. Okay. And so I'm not the one to to try to stop people from giving me their feedback. But it has to make sense. It has to be rooted in some type of common sense. And I think that in with regards to this last interview with Ileana, I think it made 100% perfect sense to inquire about their intimacy, inquire about their sex life when the subject matter is about cheating. So to me, it just really threw me off when I saw all these comments talking about that. And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? That's weird to me. And y'all like to use certain words, just certain verbiage, like creep and things like that. It's like, so if I ask someone about sex life or anything about sex, that means I'm a creep. I don't know. You guys are that's weird to me. I wish that you could find a more accurate word. But I don't think there's any word. I think that it's just you're an interviewer. You are maybe an interviewer that asks sometimes tougher questions, or maybe questions that are a little more uncomfortable for people to ask. But that doesn't make you a creep or anything like that. So that's my 2 cents on it. I'm happy that you guys were able to indulge. Let me pull up real quick so I can see if there's any pervasive any comments or anything like that that I need to respond to. So I see some folks going back and forth. I hear you. I love and care. Love and care. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna do more of these lives, right? I be wanting to do these smoke shows a little more often, but I'm gonna do more of these because as active as you guys are in the comment section, I would love for you to actually come up, right? And you don't have to cam up, like I said, but you can definitely come up and articulate your point without it just being little one-liners here and there. Because I want to be able to respond in conversation form, and I want you to be able to respond back. Okay. All right. Beautiful butterfly. Appreciate that. Your questioning style. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. My style is gonna be my style. So, you know, I mean, obviously there's something about my style that resonates with some group of people. Because let's just be honest, it's not easy to just gain a whole bunch of subscribers, particularly on YouTube, right? Some platforms are easier than others. YouTube is a tough nut to crack, and so the fact that I gain thousands of subscribers every month means that somebody somewhere is resonating with the content and enjoying the content. And so for all those people, I really, really appreciate you. I'm going to continue to do what I do. I'm going to continue to evolve as well, right? I'm not saying that I'm perfect and that the platform is perfect and everything that I do is perfect. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that, it's probably more right than wrong at this point. And it'd be great if you could focus on some of the right as well as some of the wrong, right? Not just be kind of heavy-handed, always, critiquing me and just never say anything about any of the good stuff, right? But like I say, I welcome all critiques. And so I'm going to give one last opportunity before I pull up on this farmer's market. I know they have bad reception. I'm going to give one last opportunity. I'm going to drop this link one more time just for anybody that wants to make any remarks before we get up out of here. Okay? And this is perfect because I'm waiting at a red light. So we're good. I'm not driving right now. All right. So let's see. Let me scroll up. I got to smoke about that date you went on. So listen, let me speak about that too real quick. She's talking about the date with Bridget, who is the 49-year-old lady that be a little bit tipsy here and there, right? I know that y'all enjoy that content, but don't be trying to put me in no relationships, okay? Me and Bridget have a fun banter back and forth. But I am definitely 100% done dating on camera. Okay. So if I date somebody and, I know I said that I may do it, I may do this and that. Trust me, I ain't going to do it. All right. If I date somebody in real life, you're probably not going to see it on camera. Okay. But shout out to Bridget. We're going to bring more banter back and forth. We definitely have a flirty energy with each other, but that's as far as it's going to go, just to be honest. So yeah, definitely. I listen. Bridget is funny as hell. Okay, she is funny as hell, and definitely the type of person that you love to go out and have a drink with. That type of stuff. So that's about that. All right. So for anybody that was wondering, so the Bridget videos on the B side, Copper. Okay. So the Bridget videos are on the B side. All right. So anyway, all right. Well, I got a date with the farmer's market, so I'm about to grab me a seeded watermelon, probably a yellow watermelon as well, amongst a few other fruits and veggies, and perhaps maybe some fish. We'll see. Might get some fish and maybe a couple cuts of some ribeye. But yeah, this is what I'm about to do. I got a thing to do later on. So hopefully I'll have time to edit the tone response video and you guys get a chance to see that. And then you can talk shit to me in that comment section as well. But I definitely 100% love y'all. Y'all know it's family over here. So, family ain't always going to get along. We're not always going to agree. Sometimes we're going to have smoke with each other. But we're going to work it out. We're going to talk it out. And ultimately, y'all know it's all love with me. I love each and every one of y'all. The fact that you take the time out to support the platform, engage with the platform, watch the content, man, you don't even know what that does for me. I love it. And so, again, just appreciate every last one of y'all. But I'm about to let it. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Somebody's up here. Okay, so we're going to let Dion come up real quick and say what he got to say. Or she. I don't know if it's a he or she. What's going on, Dion?
Hey, it's a she.
See, that's why you gotta give room for it to be one way or another, right?
Right. So I'm glad that you let me join the platform. I've never done this before, and I hardly ever comment, but I'm probably stalking all of your videos, and so I just wanted to be a voice of reasoning. First, I guess point would be kudos to you. I enjoy what you do, and for people who follow your stories, we should be used to your form. You're gonna start off with some banter. You're gonna where are you from? You're gonna shout it out. Your questions are relatively the same. So when people talk about their, how they don't like the sex questions. It's kind of, I've accepted it as just being part of your line of questioning. And as I continue to watch your stories, I get why you do it, because it's surprising to see how much sexual trauma a lot of your interviewees have experienced, right? Which makes you think, well, gosh, if we're being exposed to that on this channel, how much of that is going on behind the scenes? So I
That we
get it.
don't know about. And how
Exactly.
strong is that correlation to them not doing well later on in life?
100%. So I totally get why you do it. For those who feel like the questioning, the line of questioning might be a little uncomfortable, then of course they have the option to just not watch. I think that's always an option. I think it's also fine for people to express their opinions, and I love the fact that you're open to that criticism. The other thing that I wanted to say is I've heard of some people talk about, well, all you give is $10. You said it yourself, but I want to reiterate, well, you also upload their Cash App. So for all these people who talk about all you do is give $10, then they are more than welcome to contribute even more. So I just wanted to, kind of reiterate a point that I feel like I've heard you say before, when that kind of line of questioning or whatever came up. But folks, if y'all don't like the content, you don't have to watch his YouTube. There's a ton of other, content out there like that. He mentioned Soft White Underbelly. I think that's another, cool channel, and other street interviews. So if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. Respectfully, I am not saying this in a way, to be disrespectful, but you don't. And kudos to you again for just allowing your viewers to just to chat with you and being open to a line of criticism. So that's it.
Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate your comments. I agree with you 100%. And I definitely appreciate you tapping in and watching. I love it. I love it. So thank you, Dion.
No problem.
All right. All right. So there you have it, guys, right? So I really appreciate you guys. Like I say, I'm about to run into this DeKalb Farmers Market and get some good stuff and enjoy the rest of my Saturday. I'm gonna try to bring that Tone interview to you, where he responds to Ileana's saying that he's been cheating and all this stuff. And so hopefully you guys enjoy that. But otherwise than that, baby, you got anything you want to say?
Hmm?
You got anything you want to say? Oh, you back there on your headphones? All right, she back there on the headphones. These teenagers with their headphones. Anyway, all right. Love y'all. I'm out.